Good evening, YouTube and Twitch. This is Harmony News with more Final Fantasy XIV. And, surprise today, we're going back to the main story quest. This was what was introduced in 2.1, a couple of months after A Realm Reborn originally relaunched. That continued the story after the Garleans got wrecked. It went to demonstrate that not all was right with Eorzea, even with the threat of the Garleans removed, and that there were still other problems heading about. In fact, that's what the whole thing with them hearing a primal was all about. So what we're doing here is we're going to go back to... to the Waking Sands and continue talking to the people there. But while we do that, I'm also going to set myself up on the duty roulette. So when that pops up, the ones I haven't done for today yet, we'll get to have a nice, we'll get to take a quick little jaunt and have ourselves some fun running with other people. And it looks like it's going to be 30 minutes, so that gives me ample time to get stuff done for the story. Oh, and hey, fan. And I'd invite you to the group, so we could do together, but you're a healer, and I was actually sort of banking on the queue times being long so I could get story done. What I'm trying to say is, in a way, you're almost too amazing. Do you prefer the one need or the two need approach when I'm kissing your backside? When you hear the sound cut out, what I'm doing is I'm tabbing away to check messages. Feels good to be back amongst the old buddies. Now, I've already spoken to Urian J and thanked her because I needed to for the Ifrit hard mode version. Recall you are meeting with the Admiral? Shortly after the Lamentsons sent word of the summoning of Titan? Then mayhap you may recall my words to our host. I said unto Melvib that her people had broken the treaty with the kobolds, and that the beastmen had justly responded, that we had been called to intervene in a conflict which she herself invited. I spoke, in short, the truth. And wherefore did I speak it? Because, owing no allegiance to Limsa, I felt no compulsion to allow the Lamentsons to distort the facts to fit a narrative which justified their actions and absolved them from guilt. Upon this subject, Menphilia can expect a similar reply. Our many dalliances with the city-states have already weakened our claim to neutrality, but the path she contemplates would see us relinquish it entirely. I have been receiving a lot of gifts lately, but Papalymo keeps making me send them back. It wouldn't be so bad, but some of them are really nice. I mean, very nearly abandon your principles nice, you know? None can deny that we would benefit from more support, but if it comes at the cost of our principles, neutrality was ever a delicate matter. I've lost count of the times I've had to explain to people that our allegiances need not necessarily lie in the same place as our headquarters. Mind you, if we are to sell our services for Gil, we might as well declare our fealty to Ul'dah now, and be done with it. And I am quite sure that Ida would enjoy the bribes. Okay, I can't do the Garuda hard from him until I've actually done Ifrit hard. So I've spoken to everybody except for Alfie. What's Alfie boy got for me? This situation is not wholly unexpected. I too have given much thought to our organization's future, though it would seem I have reached a different conclusion. Mayhap it is time I made my feelings known to the antecedent. Come along. Giving me orders. Yes, sir. No, sir. 3 bags full, sir. Alphanode. You. Is aught amiss? You desired counsel, so you shall have it. The Scions of the 7th Dawn must leave Ul'dah. We must do what? So long as we remain within Ul'dah territory, we will never be free to act with impunity. Moving our headquarters to Vesper Bay only delayed the inevitable. We have demonstrated our capabilities, and the Syndicate has taken note. They will not suffer our organization to remain independent now. We are far too dangerous for that. Surely you realize that they're the reason Vesper Bay still lacks an aetheryte? They know full well how beneficial one would be to our cause. Which is why it and other favors will be denied to us unless we cooperate. If Ul'dah is no longer suitable, where would you have us go? Experience has taught us that the appearance of neutrality is as important as the reality. Accordingly, we must keep each of the great nations at arm's length, and plant our banner in a place which all agree to be beyond their borders. Mordona. Revenant's Toll, to be precise. It lies within neutral territory, and offers all the essential facilities we require. By way of an additional benefit, it's also frequented by a veritable legion of adventurers who may serve to supplement our ranks. I am, of course, conscious of the fact that we have developed a certain bond with Ul'dah and her people over the years. But I truly believe this to be the best course of action. As you yourself have observed, we have inevitable ties to the local community, forged through years of concentrated effort. Ul'dah is our home, Alphanode. To cast aside everything we have built and start anew in that desolate wasteland would be beyond reckless. The decision is yours to make, Antecedent. I ask only that the shared response or purpose which first moved us to found the Scions of the 7th Dawn, and which moved you to found the Path of the 12, ere that. We aspire to an ideal, you and I, just as my grandfather did. That makes us more than mere comrades in arms. We are as much family as... That will be all, Alphanode. Did she just tell him get the fuck out? Oh, apparently she did. I am sure you have some familiar affairs of your own to attend to. Your concern is most generous, but no. I have left them in the hands of men better suited to the task than I. I could not very well allow my personal affairs to come before the needs of the Order, after all. A little bit of subtext and catfighting there. Woof. We'll go for the bronze pieces because I was lazy and sort of bought myself some ironworks gear before. Whoopsie daisy. Already down to 39. Okay. Venphilia appears lost in thought. Leave Ul'dah. Has it truly come to this? Oh. Pray attend to Alphanode. He is engaged in some business or other which requires your assistance. Pray be on your way. Alphanode waits upon you, and I have much to think about. Oh, and tell him he shall have my answer in due time. I do believe she just told me to get the fuck out too. Woof. Confound it. She knows what must be done and she still hesitates. All because of these fanciful rumors. I should explain. Manphilia's mother, well, adoptive mother, was among the great many who perished during the calamity. Flamen was her name, though you may know her better as the songstress of Olda. She was a performer of singular talent, much beloved by the people of Eorzea, not to mention a certain Charlian minstrel. As you may imagine, the news of her passing was greeted with shock and disbelief by her adoring followers, many of whom refused to acknowledge what happened. That her body was never found only served to encourage speculation. Manphilia, too, struggled at first to accept the truth, but as Flamen's absence stretched from months into years, she saw that there would be no other explanation. Until recently, at any rate. For whatever reason, rumors have once again begun to circulate that Flamen is alive and well. Alas, they have served to rekindle an irrational hope in Manphilia, which now clouds her judgment. This talk of Olda as our home, and of the insurmountable difficulties of moving to Mordona, it is no more than an expression of her unwillingness to go. Nonsense, in a word. But until the tales of Flamen's miraculous preservation have been categorically disproved, I fear she will remain lost to reason. That being the case, I propose we set about disproving them post-haste. Let us see how these fanciful claims stand up to investigation. And one of the most recent in this scrap of rumors comes to us by way of Father Iliud. Question him for me. I shall look into another alleged sighting and follow anon. Momentarily. Shortly. Quickly. Okay, so that means I need to go to the Church of Saint Adama, Landama, Rama Lama Ding Dong. Suppose I could just teleport and be there quickly. So I'm noticing none of these quests are actually costing XP. Or giving XP, that is. Nope, no, they are, but like 4,800. A tiny wee little bit. And to Camp Drybone. I think after I do my leveling one, main scenario roulette, I'll do specifically Ifrit hard mode just to have it done. Because if I don't have that one done, every trial I do will be Ifrit hard mode. Because that's the only marked trial that or roulette trial that I have unlocked currently. Good morning to you. Alphino told me to expect you. No doubt you are... Now, you are doubtless eager to ask me certain questions, but before you do, I must stress that I myself did not see Flamen, though I very much wish I had. I merely hearkened unto the tale of a mourner who came to stay with us. He is still here if you wish to hear it for yourself. You will find him in the Lich Yard, I should think. We are looking for the Lich Yard visitor. I saw Flamin, just as clearly as I see you now. I am sure it was her. Before you ask, I could never forget a woman like that. 'Twas nigh on 7 summers ago I first set eyes on her, and I still remember it as if it were today. I am happy to report that the years have only made her more beautiful. So he's a cougar hunter. Where did I... Oh, Costa del Sol. She was giving lessons to Gegeruju's women, and her voice... Gods, her voice. That soft tinkling of bells resonated in my very soul. I dare not say how her songs touched me. Do I believe the man's tale? Well, I believe that he believes it, though I do wonder. I doubt I would recognize someone I barely knew whom I hadn't seen in 7 years. But if there is even the slightest possibility that Flamin yet lives, do we not owe it to Menphilia to pursue it? Yes, yes. Flowers for one. Cooking, Sherry. Father Iliad wishes to say a few words before you depart for Costa del Sol. If this woman resembling Flamin was employed at Costa del Sol, then that is where you should go. I will inform Alphinaud of these latest developments. You need only concern yourself with the search. Master Gegeruju should remember you from your past engagements, so I suggest you waste no time and approach him directly. Okay. We are looking for Costa del Sol. Down to 31. It's going slowly, but it's going. I don't know why I'm so stuffed up today. Could just be all the talking I'm having to do. Wait, I gotta talk to him too. Oh, I shall have to thank Durstweiss, for he was as good as his word. He promised he'd find you. Am I lucky, or I'm lucky to have such friends? Well, what can I say? In the company of heroes, you keep good company. Ha ha ha. And that's what I need your help with. I'm sure you remember Brayflox. In a bit of trouble she is. As captain of the guards here, I could hardly go charging off to her rescue. Yet would I forsake a friend? Never! And so I thought of you. Truly your timing is fortuitous, and your fortitude unmatched. If there is any who can help our mutual Gabi friend, it is you. Now, off you go then, to Brayflox's long stop. Oh, sweet siren of the sands, my Mikote muse, why have you forsaken me? Titan's bane! You. What brings you to my humble resort? Flamin? You mean to tell me the goddess-made flesh who dwelt among us until very recently was the songstress of Olda? Egads, woman! If I had known that, I would have changed her to my... Oh, you sick bastard. Skipping. Ahem! An exaggeration for dramatic effect. As to her current whereabouts, I recall she mentioned Wineport. Ah, but there is no need to pursue her, my friend. When she tires of her rough way of living, she will make straight for Costa del Sol. Oh, skipping. He was being a pervert, that's all you need to know. Might as well go speak to Brayflox while we're over there and wrap up that quest for unlocking Brayflox hard mode. Yep. So we may have found Menphilia's mother, adoptive as she may be. But they've never actually explained what happens when a human and a Mikote do the grown-up. Or if there is such a thing as viable offspring between a Lalafell and Mikote. Because, let's face it, Gigaruji there was flirting with everybody. Goodly Uplander is here to give hand to Gobby flock of Brayflocks? Uplander's tongue flaps make for happy Gobby. Oh, God. Brayflock's ear catch enemy foot noise. Illuminati want Brayflock's secret. Dirty they try and try. Psh. Stinky sweet secret recipe. Brayflock's can give to Gobby friend. Brayflock's cheese is most tasty fresh. And now Brayflock's is a hunted Gobby. Brayflock's is no cheesemaker. Brayflock's free cheese recipe from Illuminati. Cheese is Gobby birthright. No Gobby die make Illuminati make cheese lords. But now they I have no idea what the fuck she's trying to say. But now they want to make Brayflock's dead Gobby. Brayflock's give Uplander lent hand in pastime, yes. Mighty Rockman fall with Gobby help, yes. Now time has come for Let Hand to be Brayflock's Iron Fist. Please, stop talking. You're making my ears bleed. Or my brain bleed. Hey, Roxy. Sorry I didn't say hey earlier. Good to have you around. And anybody else from live stream or live gaming stream masters channel or Discord. You're all a bunch of amazing people. As is my good friend Fan the Wolfman, a fellow YouTube streamer and who also is one of the best healers I know in this game. Ah, down to 24. You want to know if I've seen a Mikote lass by the name of Flamin? I wish! I haven't seen a lass of any description for far too bloody long. I'm accepting yourself, of course. Yeah, poor grape farmer been playing with his vines too much. Okay, oh, wrong one. What did you have? Oh, what are you? Treasures and tribulations, the fuck? Oh, treasure hunts. Not my circus, not my monkeys, not my remote lack of give a shit. Well, if it isn't Wilhelmina, the savior of Wineport, to what do we owe the pleasure? Ah, yes, we did receive a customer matching that description. She was a delight to behold. To give that woman her due, but her perfume was so ghastly, I had no choice but to eject her from the premises. Interfering with tastings, you understand. If she is your quarry, why not consult your blind associate? His olfactory perception is without peer. Given that I could smell the woman from a mile away, I dare say he could smell her from 10. Oh, the blind winemaker. Let's go speak to let's go speak to the Zatoichi of vodka. I see you have had many grand adventures since we last spoke. You must share them with me sometime. The girl from a while ago? One does not forget perfume like that. Robust and intoxicating, yet simultaneously familiar. Reminiscent of a bloom native to these parts, in fact. I said as much as we spoke. She complimented my powers of observation and asked me where she might find some of these flowers. So I told her to follow the road south into Raincatcher Gully, and then head east after crossing the second bridge. The flowers which grow in the shade of the cliff there have the strongest scent, you see. If you make haste, you may yet find her there. Now, Roxy, the reason I do the talking like I do, you know, reading out the dialogue, is because my #1 fan is rather hard of hearing and has a small screen and can't read that text. I like to add a little bit of my own flavor to it by giving each of the characters some attitude. Oh, down to 22 after 24 minutes. How much you want to bet that I end up waiting about 40 before the Q-Pops fan? I just think it was an amazing touch for the fans that they added the Final Fantasy VI Terrace theme music for when you're riding around in the match deck. That's definitely flamming. I am in your debt, stranger. I did not realize my activities had aroused the Gubu's ire until it was too late. Their oils can be used to make a perfume, you see, and Flamin'? I don't... Who are you? Whom do you serve? Typical. Of all the many leads, yours obviously had to be the one which bore fruit. I don't know why I bother. The songstress of old, I presume. Minfilia, or should I say, Asilia, is looking for you. Asilia? You are the very picture of health, my lady, yet the world thinks you dead. I can only conclude this was by design. The question is, why? Not everyone who endeavors to find me does so with the best of intentions, child. You'll be pleased to know that I fully intend to reveal myself to Minfilia when the time is right. Ah, well, this does please me more than you know. But tell me, sojourns in the forests of Lenotians aside, exactly when will the time be right? When I deem it so. Do you imagine I traveled all this way on a whim? As I was telling your associate prior to your intrusion, I came here to harvest these flowers for use in a perfume. Does that satisfy your curiosity, or would you interrogate me further? My apologies for the interruption. Anyway, now that we all have that which we came for, might we continue this conversation in a safer locale? Wineport, say? Okay. Then it's settled. To Wineport! Ring around the rosy. Oh, down to 18. Okay, not bad. And there is the Ninja Guild Hall. Let's flip them all the good middle finger. What? I don't like ninjas. Oh, down to 15. Good progress. Progress is good. This is not at all how I envisioned it. Having been apprised of our situation, Lady Flamin has consented to plead our case to Minfilia regarding the proposed move to Mordona. However, she will only do so once her perfume is complete. Moreover, she insists that we aid her in obtaining the final ingredient. She will not be swayed. I assure you, I tried. Let's get this over with, shall we? Flamin wants our assistance. Believe me when I tell you that I am every bit as eager to return to Vesper Bay as you are. There is work to be done ere that, however, before that. However, so listen well. I require pristine salamander oil to complete my perfume. Oil this pure can only be obtained from the belly of a Gurungach, a notoriously elusive species of wavekin native to Bronze Lake. Elusive, I say, yet no less sensible to the allure of the right bait. In this instance, that would be freshly slain mud pugils. 3 placed at the water's edge should be sufficient to tempt any Gurungach lurking nearby. They are aggressive when startled and will attack on sight. Yet given the ease with which you dispatch that Gubu, I doubt they will trouble you unduly. And it's time to go to Upper Lenosha. It's been dropping quickly. Oh, it helps if I was going the right direction. Whoops. You ever hear that phrase that somebody couldn't find their own ass with both hands in a map? Well, you're looking at those 2 hands. There's our 3 carcasses. Now let's find the... You're wanting them up there. Not ECD and green. Oh. That's for doing Wanderer's Palace hard. Okay. Down to, okay, that's been at 12, okay. There are the corpses. Where's our Gurgant? Oh, lion weight. Is there a place where I need a lion weight? Oh, yes, there is. All of this to help make somebody a perfume made with the belly of this creature. And it's time for... I got 1,400 damage off of that Midare Setsugeka. Not bad. And what's weird is I would think with having those crazy high bursts like that, the damage from their actual go-to combo moves wouldn't be that high. You'd be wrong. 280, that's good for 400, amazing. 340, holy shit. Now that's combo finisher level sides of things for most classes. Or at least it was back when I used to play a monk. Good God. Hey, Tim. You know, I'm tempted to go take a look at loading up Monk for a while and looking at their combo moves. Just to see, because these numbers are a lot higher potency-wise. Especially with the speed boost that this character gets. Understand it is of the utmost importance that I finish this perfume before I accompany you to Vesper Bay. Bring me the oil as soon as possible. Okay, here's some oil that I take from the corpse of a dead salamander. Once again, I am in your debt. I distilled the flower's oils in your absence. All that remains is to... There, it's ready. And so am I. It is time we went to see my daughter. Now, time to get back to Ul'dah. Looks like it's actually going to be longer than 40 minutes, fan. Well. Wasabi, faintly macabre, okay. Electronics. The bat hat. Oh, beer hat. Okay. No. Blueberry scones. Yukari Asuna. I like sometimes taking a look at the names of some of the characters to see who's just who's come up with some weird shit. Because I still remember one time, I remember walking past a guy in Neverwinter of all games. That's a free-to-play one based on actual D&D. It's okay if you're into it, but the fan base... This guy had a name, Digger Nick. Think about the pun there. And that is what he named himself. I saw other people with other similarly horrifying bad names. Down to 3. I shouldn't even bother going in to speak to anybody. Because remember the last time I was in a queue and I was in the middle of talking and it popped. And if you don't, or if you've played it before, yes, this is a Magitech armor from the SNES Final Fantasy, and yes, that is the music from the overworld of that same Final Fantasy. That's going to pop it every minute. Well, it looks like I was a little bit early, fam. Look at the time. After this, though, fan, I will go ahead and, if you don't mind, like to get your help with doing Ifrit hard mode so I can get it done so I can start the unlock for Garuda. Once I'm done with this dungeon, if that's okay with you, buddy. Oh, they weren't lying for a change. And here we go. Roger, Roger. What's the vector, Victor? And it's the healers who are non-responsive. No, it's actually one of the deeps. You know, even though they need as many of DPS as they need tanks and healers put together, because there's far more of us than there are of them, and because of the fact that it's a lot easier to play DPS versus the responsibility you need as a tank or a healer. Not to mention that people like the big fancy numbers, because you get a lot of big numbers as a damage dealer. We have to wait a lot longer. I don't know what data center I'm on. I'm on the Excalibur server, Tim. I can't go look at what the server cluster or what server cluster that is quite at the moment. I'll check it after I'm done with this dungeon. Oh, it's Praetorium. Okay. Well, we know what to do here. Why do you ask, Tim? Yeah, you're right. Okay, so we're all on Primal, but why do you ask, Tim? Okay. Yeah, we know past all of this. It's gonna be like the third time I've ran this. At least on this character. I ran it before back in 2.0. Mechanics are still... for this never really change. This is classic speedrun tactic. Of course, because speedrun gets people their tombstones the fastest, the speedrun tactic has become the standard tactic. Thank you there, Tim. I appreciate it. Wasn't Mateus one of the overflow? Oh, it looks like that's standard tank suicide and healer suicide. Okay. Okage and Alduin. Okay, spot the geeks. I can't really say much there. Had my hand on the wrong hotkey. Wasn't Mateus one of the preferred / new servers for the Americans to be able to transfer to? Yep, he did. Weird, because I thought Balmung was like one of the two big NA servers that everybody went to. here comes my favorite segment of this whole dungeon. Crap. But Balmung's no longer the most populous. No kidding. I wish I would have had the Terrace theme for music here, rather than saving it for, only once you've beaten this and have a magic deck of your own. But yeah, this has become God's own case of follow the damn leader. But once you have everything down to an art, or down to a science like this, it's not a bad thing. Now the cool part is over, and we're back to standard fighting. Please don't tell me they started the fight. Shit. 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000, 4 1000. Made it. Look how fast he is taking a dive. 2,000. Nice. Not used to killing them so damn quickly. Let's see if we can manage to break Gaius. Okay, and that was one that that was the Midare Setsugeka that did 1500 without being a crit. I'm getting to really loving this class, I swear. Might as well get the Midare Setsugeka set up. Three Summoner's Scholar for a full party attack. There you go. Ow. I love this friggin' class, I swear. I thought I did good damage as a warrior. Ah, no. Oh, we both did ours at the same time. Not me and the other samurai. Summoners go for force. The only problem with that, summoners can't sign on as tank. Else that would be amazing. But you realize the amount of, with the amount of summoned creatures on there, the amount of NPCs in one room would probably break it. Here you go, Labrea. Let's see if you survive long enough to end up eating a Midare Setsugeka. Yep, you did. And you can tell nobody here gives a shit about commendations. They are all bye-bye. Okay, that's done. Now we'll queue up for... Actually, I specifically need to get Garuda done, or... November's hard? Okay. They call that hard, or high-end? 9 minutes for that. Hahaha. Okay. Let us go speak to Menphilia. That wasn't entertaining. That was fun. I got money from it, too. Antecedent, you have a guest. Laman? Asilia. Remember, the little gray-haired one is the much taller blonde's, yeah, adoptive mother. I haven't seen her like this in years. I never truly believed it when they told me you were dead, but what kept you away for so long? The Imperials came after me, as I knew they always would, and so I resolved to stay as far away from you as I could, lest their pursuit of me endanger you and our cause. I could think of no better way to grant you the freedom to continue our work, and continue it did, achieving things I would not have imagined possible. I followed your every success and celebrated in secret. I am so proud of you, Asilia. I learned from the best. I have a gift for you. Celsetia perfume? You remembered. How could I forget? You wore it all the time. If I ever lost sight of you, I could find you again just by following my nose. I did not think it was made anymore. You must have gone to so much trouble. It was no trouble to me, my darling, for I fear I cannot say the same for her. However, I would not have made it without her. Thank you. You have done... Thank you both. There's something else. This is a cat's eye I found. All these years you kept it. My father was a member of the Alamegan resistance. When I was yet a child, he brought me here to Ul'dah. An accident which claimed his life happened shortly after our arrival. It was Laman who took care of me then. She raised me as her own, taught me everything I needed to know to survive. I am no stranger to the facts of your history, yet I fear I have failed to grasp their implications. It is clear there is much I do not know about you and your mother both. One of her first lessons concerned mining, and I was a very dedicated student. This cat's eye was the first stone I unearthed. It wasn't much, of course, but I was exceedingly proud to have found it regardless. So I gave it to Laman as a gift. She said it was beautiful, but there, I am at a loss. Why are you returning this to me? Is something amiss? No, nothing is amiss. Quite the opposite. I need you to realize how far you've come, and how much further you may still, nay, must still go. You and your allies have accomplished more than I ever could have hoped. You have succeeded where I have failed and made me so proud that words fail me. But even as I marvel at the woman you've become, and all the many things you've done, I cannot help but think of that which you've yet to do, and what it may entail. Asilia, daughter, you cannot stay here anymore. You and the Scions must leave Ul'dah. Laman. You built it once, Asilia. You can build it again. And this time we'll do it together. Truly? Okay. Alphino, the time has come for the Scions to leave Vesper Bay. Gee, you don't say. The thing we've been trying to convince you of for a while now. We shall establish a new headquarters in Revenant's Toll as you proposed. Nod, 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 nod. Much work lies ahead of us. Inform our fellow Scions, and send word to the students of Baldessian. Preparations begin at once. Oh, we're getting close now. We'll take the silver piece. What's my next quest out of you? Okay, craftsman stuff. As ever, your enthusiasm is greatly appreciated. Our first step will be to secure the cooperation of the Adventurers Guild representatives in Revenant's Toll. Were it not for the Guild's considerable efforts, the original Camp Revenant's Toll would never have been established, much less its more heavily fortified successor. However, with construction still ongoing and resources in short supply, it seems certain that the Guild will require something in return for their support, sympathetic to our cause though they may be. Whatever they may ask, I shall not begrudge it. To be plain, we need them more than they need us. Without their assistance, such essential tasks as securing new facilities, cultivating relationships with local merchants, and recruiting adventurers would prove difficult, if not impossible. You need not concern yourself with such matters, antecedent. Really, Alphanode, if I need concern myself with anything, it is surely matters such as these. A little bit of bickering between them two. Indirectly, perhaps, I submit you may instead concern yourself with a different matter, namely, to whom the resolution of such matters might best be entrusted, and here I am. Nor do I come alone. May I present the esteemed emissary of the Adventurers Guild at Revenant's Toll. It is an honor, antecedent. Upon receiving word of your intentions from Master Alphino, we thought it best to begin talks at the earliest available opportunity. Know that my associates in Revenant's Toll hold the Scions of the Seventh Dawn in the highest of regards. We should be honored to welcome your organization. There are, of course, certain provisions which must needs be negotiated. If it will please you, I would do so. It does. Madam, unless I am mistaken, you are the one known as Wilhelmina, are you not? May I say what a pleasure it is to make your acquaintance. Slaffborn spoke of you in the most glowing terms. To steal an Imperial Reaper and then use it to infiltrate a Garlean castrum is an undertaking few would contemplate, and fewer still would survive. You will always be welcome at Revenant's Toll. We hope you will favor us with your presence again before long. Well, well, it would seem your reputation precedes you. Mayhap I should dispatch you to Revenant's Toll with all haste as first intended. But there is something else I would ask of you first, not as a scion, but as a friend. My mother is troubled. I have seen her behave this way before. I know she would dismiss my concerns if I inquire. Despite our closeness, she has ever been unwilling to burden me with her problems. It may be that she will welcome your concern, however. She likes you, and more importantly, you aren't family. Do not bother her with subterfuge. She will know I sent you. Simply do what you can to help her. That is all I ask. I am in your debt. Okay, it has been about an hour. Okay. Average wait time 9 minutes. Current wait time almost 10, and we have half of the people we need set up. Alright. Oh. Okay, we've got our 2 healers. Now we actually are needing tanks. Huh, no kidding. Well, why is it whenever I... Oh, here we go. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. And we're waiting on... Oh, okay. This is going to be a little bit different than the original Ifrit. Fan, you didn't do this for my sake, did you? I'm still not used to seeing him die so damn quickly. Yep, we did it in time. Ow. Oh, get out the way, get out the way. Somebody else got the... Okay. Somebody else got the limit break off. I wanted to show off, but I didn't get the chance. Hey Roxy, welcome back. And Fan, you should know you are getting a commo for this. And I can tell you did this just for me, so I appreciate it. You didn't have to, but grazie. And a DPS that earned a commendation. That had to have been you. Again, thank you. That's awful cool of you. We would have you vanquish Garuda. Ah, Wilhelmina, I heard you have triumphed over Ifrit. Of course, this is no less a feat than I would expect of a warrior of light, but well done all the same. Now, I full had a mind to crack open a bottle of 1547 Bacchus, but the celebration must keep. Garuda, I am afraid to say, has also returned. As you well know, Garuda's appetite for destruction far exceeds that of the other primals. Not to dishearten you, but in her latest incarnation, that appetite has become nigh insatiable. In the short time since her return, she has already wreaked tremendous havoc. You must send her back to the ether before she can do any more damage. In the meantime, Ida and I will assist the Order of the Twin Adder in their recovery effort. While you previously faced Garuda, 'twas the Enterprise that bore you through the storm that shielded her domain. Well, that storm is as a spring breeze besides what she has raised this time. No airship could hope to penetrate it. So you're saying we need Ron Jeremy? And so, we must count ourselves fortunate that the Order of the Twin Adder has chanced to discover a beastman aetheryte leading to the Howling Eye. Before you do aught else, I would suggest you pay a visit to the Adder's Nest and have words with Commander Hulwa. He will be able to tell you about said aetheryte among other things. Make no mistake, the Lady of the Vortex will prove a formidable opponent. But I believe you can weather the storm. May the 12 keep you safe. And I'm doing pretty damn good, Roxy. Thank you for showing up. I appreciate it. Now, what is another of the roulettes I can show up for? Okay. Gun main scenario. We haven't done leveling yet. That's a 15-minute wait. Have I become an open book? Or has she acquired still greater powers of insight? I shall choose to believe the latter. If you must know, one of my earrings is damaged. I am not wont to cipher such trifles, but they were a gift. Here, you wish to help? Then do what I cannot. Take them to the goldsmiths in Olda, and see if anything can be done. And me doing the wrong way Willie impression yet again. Wondrous Tales. Oh, is that another sightseeing thing? Now, I really like this idea of big bosses or events happening in game that it takes a group of people to come help out with. What I would like to see, what would be amazing in my opinion, is if they had spontaneous things like that in a superhero game. Could you imagine, say, any comic, any big crossover event? Say, what was it again? Onslaught back in Marvel Comics. It took almost every single, or Planet Hulk. Planet Hulk's a better example, it's more current. It took damn near every hero in Marvel Comics that was in or around or could get to New York City, and they were all getting their asses kicked by the Hulk. But all of them showed up, and when it was done, they all, you know, buggered off their separate ways. I would love to see something like the game or Fates in this game in a superhero-based game. I know Champions Online has something similar, and it even has multi-stage events like that, but it's Champions Online. It's crap. It was better when it was better when it first came out, back before Perfect World had their hands on it, but and I'm over 50. Okay. But it's only a 17-minute wait. Ah, it's a level 60 thing. Okay. Gotcha. Now imagine back in the day playing Final Fantasy 1.0, where Ul'dah was one giant map. One giant contiguous map. There was no zoning in and out back then. Not only was there no zoning in and out back then, but there were also no aetherites. There was no Waking Sands over there. Thanalan was much larger and much more of a pain in the ass, as was the Shroud, as was Lenosha. Yes. What is it? Earrings, you say? Very well, let me see them. Here's Flamin's are. By the 12, I know this design. Humble cat's eyes polished and set so exquisitely as to make the clearest of diamonds seem dour and dull. Flamin's Aria, and if I'm any judge of quality, crafted by Master, I don't fucking even know himself. Oh dear me, ahahaha. I thought myself above sentiment. Look at my hands, they're shaking. I require no payment, madam. To be entrusted with this duty is to be reward enough. But since I must needs devote my full attention to the task at hand, mayhap you could attend to a small matter while I work. I have an appointment with one of my suppliers, a fellow by the name of Odinel, at Baragot Strike in southern Thanalan. He has prepared a shipment of ores for me, you see, and if you would collect it in my stead, I would be most grateful. Not a problem. 3 different... Oh, they're not... Okay, at first I thought I was looking at gold farmers. And I'm getting beeped at. One moment. Okay. Now that we're here, we need to get down to Buregot Strike. I'm going to finally try out this store that I've looked at and looked at and looked at, but skipped every single time. Now I wonder what I'm going to get for a leveling fate. Are we going to be lucky and get something short and sweet like Satasha or Tamtar or Copperbell? Or are we going to get screwed and get Aurum Vale? Minotaur Malm, if you're headed there, I'll show you the way. Go ahead. You know, again, this music, I don't know what it is. This is one of the most iconically Final Fantasy pieces of music written. And take any person who was a kid in the mid to late 90s, or who was a young adult in the mid to late 90s who play this piece of music for them, and they can instantly tell you when the first time was that they played Final Fantasy III, or what we know as Final Fantasy III, what's really Final Fantasy VI. I mean, it's damn near as memorable as the Super Mario Brothers World 1-1 music. You came all this way on Memedescu's account? Well, bloody hells. Can't deny as I'm a bit surprised by that. Normally he's a right pain in the ass, see. Always comes to collect his goods in person, and then spends his goods, or spends the gods know how long inspecting him. It takes something serious to stop him. Hey, he's not on his deathbed, is he? No? Strange. Well, here's his ore anyway. We're square, right? Give the man my regards. You know, I feel kind of bad for my British fans that I'm doing my best to, on the fly, transliterate a lot of the colloquialisms from, you know, British fantasy slanging English into more American dialect. Especially all the weird, you know, made up units of measurement they use for this game, like ons, pons, tons, ilm, fulm, yalm, malm. I just say fucking mile, pound, ton, ounce. Oh wow, look at how fast that's gone. Where is the... Dungeon will level 1 to 49, dungeon 50, dungeon 51, okay. Ah, gotcha. Oh, the leveling numbers go down quickly. Well, then leveling is in higher demand because of how many people are leveling. Hey. I need to remember to properly hydrate my, or wet my throat more often now that I'm streaming 4 hours a day instead of just 2. I'm definitely hearing it in my own voice. Either that or I just got a sore throat. But that's actually interesting, fan. I'm assuming they also have trial stuff in there too. Already down to 16. Or correction, 13. A Lalafell named Harmony Woodson. Oh. So I said, oh, that makes us Harmony buddies, and I keep forgetting. I'm not named Harmony Muse in character, I'm named Wilhelmina Baldwin. Whoopsie daisy. Prepare my stuff just to be safe. Because you never know if this is going to be one of those special shitty parties. That's a cute little bit of armor. What are you wearing? Oh, that's a level 290 story. Oh, very nice. Okay. And 2 more down in just that little bit of fiddle farting around. Bam! Okay, we're good. We're going. We're doing it live. And who dropped? Please tell me it wasn't... Oh, here we go. And we are good. Garuda? What the hell am I doing in Garuda? I didn't go for Garuda. Oh, trial. Whoopsie daisy. This is Garuda normal. Under leveling? No shit. Where's she coming from? Shit. Oh, I screwed up. And we have a shady party. Healer. And the red mage is going to get themselves killed. fucked, we're fucked, we're fucked, we're fucked, we're fucked. We're fucked, we're fucked, we're fucked, we're fucked. The healer isn't even using their res. I didn't really feel sorry for our red mage. Bad healer. I'm gonna give the red mage accommodation there. The tank couldn't keep aggro. The healer couldn't keep the red mage alive or bring the red mage back. So I'm giving it to the red mage there. That was actually very serendipitous, because I can go right back now and get Titan hard mode now. And I might. I'll just go ahead and do the Aetheryte to the goldsmith. I'm sorry, what the hell was that even? I think that was either an under-geared, unprepared healer or what? You've returned at the perfect time, friend. Ah, yes. May I have my oars? Here you go. Good, good. I shall sort through these later. Now, the aria. Fortunately, only the clasp was damaged. The rest seemed remarkably well maintained. You may be sure that I took every possible precaution when replacing the broken section. Oh, and I also took the liberty of polishing the piece, you can see. No, I don't require payment. Truth be told, I would have happily paid you for the privilege of laying hands on such a masterpiece. To have attended to its restoration may well be the defining achievement of my career thus far. My sincerest thanks. Now I can go get the... Wait, no, that was Garuda normal, not Garuda hard. What am I thinking? Oh, well. What time has it been? An hour 36. I don't really have time to queue for anything else. Except probably trials, ironically. Let's see what I haven't queued for. Guild casts and trials. Well, we'll see what the queue length is in trials. 8 minutes. And wait. No, we're going to unqueue for that. That's just going to be another time through E3. Now, as I said previously, what I plan on doing is during my off time, when I'm not streaming, I'm going to do the unlocks for what various dungeons and such that I can, to ensure that I'm able to run them for y'all on camera. It really was a throwback to see Garuda, good lord. But the main reason most people do roulettes that aren't level capped or post 50 is those roulettes give them a crazy good amount of experience. And there's a bonus benefit of an even bigger boost of experience every, daily for the first roulette of a type that you do. And there is Flamen. Well, did you do as I bid you? Pray tell me your trip was not for naught. Here you go. Well, I thank you. They sparkle as they did the day Niel gave them to me. My Niel, who sleeps even now, looking for all the world as if that cursed blade had taken his young life mere moments ago, not years. Ye gods, I could almost bear it if he were truly gone, but here he lingers. Can a soul be at peace while the flesh yet remains? Every day I pray that he has entered Thal's realm. I pray and pray and pray. To love is to lose, child. One can but postpone the moment of parting. And so shall I. My daughter will not lose me again. Not for a long while yet, God's willing. Tell Asilia that I am quite well. She should concentrate on more important matters, and so should you. You'd think we were all a bunch of bobbleheads going, either that or headbangers. And that's the last time you'll see me doing that kind of dumb shit again. Hey, Manfilia, what you got for us? Quite well, you say. We both know she is not. Yet mayhap she will be in time. Thank you. 1,000 times thank you. You're here. Good. The negotiations are concluded. And? Our friends at the Adventurers Guild have agreed to furnish us with new facilities and material support in exchange for our assistance in the ongoing defense and development of Revenant's Toll. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn shall have a new home in Mordona, the Rising Stones. A bittersweet victory, if truth be told. I cannot deny that I had come to look forward to Tataru's tales of our many guests and their many, many demands. And she's like, what? What? From the waking sands to the rising stones? Passably poetic. That wasn't your doing, was it? I too have news to share. In expectation of this momentous day, I personally have informed the Alliance leaders of our plans, and they have each pledged their full support, General Roban included. Moreover, I have decided that the time is right for us to cast off the vestiges of our Order's veil of secrecy and announce ourselves to the world. Are you sure that is wise, antecedent? If anything, it is a mere formality. Our existence is quite possibly the worst kept secret in Eorzea. Let us affirm our identity, proclaim our achievements, and tell all that may know what the signs of the Seventh Dawn stand for. Well, obvious risks apart, it would be nice to receive a little more recognition. And the people have a right to know who saved them. It is my hope that this gesture will encourage all of Eorzea to place their trust in us. I would reveal to them the true extent of our power, yes. But in so doing, I would show them that it is a power accountable to no one, and at once to all. And what of us? We who have felled primals and faced down the Empire. To you, my fellow Scions, I would say this. Prepare for the challenges which lie ahead, for they will be great indeed. Great, I say, yet no greater than us, and we will rise to them, as we have time and again, united as one. There must be some way I can... Wait, the area is said to be rich in minerals. Maybe I should ask Flamin to teach me the basics of mining too. Oh dear, I remember this. So begins simultaneously one of the most annoying yet also most endearing series of quests that we end up doing. So I need to dispatch you to Revenant's Toll. Do you ever wonder how he does it? Alpha Node, I mean? It was almost predictable that he should appear with an emissary of the Adventurers Guild mere moments after I expressed the need to forge ties between our organizations. Truly, his sense of timing rivals even your own. Setting such mysteries aside for the present, I have two tasks for you. First, I would like you to deliver these documents to Slathborn. They concern our forthcoming move. Second, and this is the more onerous task, I would have you place yourself at his disposal, in accordance with the agreement between ourselves and the Adventurers Guild. Represent us well. Revenant's Toll. Teleport time. Checking the time, it's getting close. I was told to expect a Scion, but I didn't expect it would be you. It has been far too long. You have something for me, yes? Sealed documents. Let's see now. Everything appears to be in order. You'll be staying with us for a while, yes? Excellent. Would that we had a dozen more men like you. Since we don't, though, we'll just give you the work of a dozen men. Ha ha ha! I jest, I jest. We'll see you soon enough. Now we will take the slaying ring. Finally, a belt. Oh, that's a choker. I don't need... Oh, I actually do need one of you. Okay. There is much that can be done right here in Revenant's Toll, and we hope you can help. The Toll grows and prospers, and attracts the jealous attention of Garleans and low creatures. We must see to our fortifications if we are not to be overrun. The perimeter wall is solid enough. What we lack is less perceptible. Magical defenses that will repel our enemies. The sword scholars of antiquity say we're powered by ancient ward stones. I am told there are many such stones in the ruins at Karn, the sunken temple. More than a few temple raiders have been foiled by their magics, no doubt. It seems a fine jest that we adventurers are now to be guarded by the same magic that protected the treasures of Karn against our two adroit fingers. The temple is in southern Thanalin, as you may know. A lass by the name of Bibamu is our resident naturalist there. She will grant you entry, for she owes a favor or two to the guild. I have no doubt you'll come across a wardstone as you make your way through the ruins. Bear in mind that your success will serve to strengthen relations between the Adventurers Guild and the Scions. Speak with Bibamu at the Sunken Temple of Karn. Ring around the rosy. And how much you want to bet they actually want me to run Sunken Temple of Karn? Well, if they do, I'm not doing it until tomorrow. Oh, I'm humming along with the song again. Whoopsie daisy. Behold the magnificent ruin of the Sunken Temple of Karn. We know it was used by the ancient Baladians for the greater glory of Azima, the Sun Goddess. As for the rest of it, you'll hear that when I'm good and ready to publish. Oh, you're the adventurer that Slathborn sent word about. Yes, no doubt there are wardstones that had to be deep in the ruins. I regret to remind you, however, that this temple has been the death of many an adventurer. Slathborn wasn't too specific about that, was he? These ruins are practically the antechamber to Thal's workroom. Thal being one of the gods of the dead. But do not let that or me deter you from your task. If you wish to proceed, be my guest. Well. I would love to run Sunken Temple of Karn, but there's no way I'm getting in there and getting out of there before 2 hours. If I could get in there a lot more quickly, I might consider running it. But I've actually got stuff I need to do shortly. I have dishes that I promised to get done after I was done streaming the game. So we'll do Sunken Temple of Karn tomorrow. So thank y'all for watching. Like, follow, and subscribe if you enjoyed the show. Thank you to my people on Discord over in Live Gaming Stream Masters channel for coming in and saying hey. You know, if you're a streamer or if you like to be kept up to date on some really awesome people who stream a lot of really interesting games, go give it a look-see. Now, again, this has been Harmony Muse. Thank you and have a wonderful evening.